Raucous. Subscribe to Vincent Valentine EX Turk channel.
What's up, guys? You're King of the Night, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, with another gladiator battle. And we're gonna also be playing Linkin Park music because of Chester, out of respect for Chester Bennington, who sadly passed away. But anyways, back to the Coliseum, where two Final Fantasy characters, or two Square Enix characters from two different universes, fight it out with the same kind of powers, with as much research, as much as we can push on there. So let's get started. Our first contender is Deus Ex Adam Jensen, the ultimate cyborg weapon of the CIA, who's pretty much is resurrected back with cyborg enhancements. Now, this is a Square Enix game, of course, so yes, this does count as part of the Square, even though the original games of Deus Ex was not part of the Square Enix. It is now, but anyways. Jenson can pretty much withstand a lot more bullets, any normal thing that would kill him because he's part cyborg. Think of Raiden through Metal Gear Solid. Pretty much he's like that. You know, he has sensors to see what see through the enemy as well. So yes, pretty much that's our combatant number one. Our second combatant is Barrett's old friend, the second man with the gun arm, Dyne. A man who went psychopathic crazy after losing everything because of Shinra. You know, losing everything so much that Barrett had to step in and take care of his daughter, Marlene, because he would have killed Marlene on the fact that he's completely lost it. Pretty much think of Dyne as a more messed up, psychotic Winter Soldier, except with the left gun arm. Pretty much he could do the same things as Barrett could do. Any kind of power, any kind of gun arm power that Barrett could do, he could do. Except he's more ruthless. Like, he aims to kill. For the fact he wants to be a prison warden that tortures prisoners, because how crazy he is. The only thing that makes him stronger than Barrett is the fact that Dyne is a lot crazier. And I guess the more crazy you are, the less pain you'll feel, so. And you gotta give it to the man, you gotta give it to Dyne. Dyne has lost a lot. Dyne has lost a whole lot. His wife, his home, you know. The only thing that's living is his kid, which is currently living with Tifa, but this man's lost a lot of things thanks to Shinra. So it makes him a lot physically stronger. He could take on Barrett's onslaughts, even though Barrett's the one who beats him, which makes a lot of sense, considering Barrett is the one who has to put an end to the chapter that made Barrett what he is today. So, when it comes to magic, I'd have to say Dyne would win when it comes to magic abilities, because Adam Jensen doesn't use magic because he's pure cyborg. So Dyne would win on the would win the magic battle. Speed, I'd have to say Adam Jensen, because his body's enhanced. As Dyne is still human, just has a gun arm and a physically athletic human body. I said human body. So Adam Jensen would win when it comes to speed. When it comes to physical strength, I would have to go with Adam Jensen on the fact that, you know, Adam Jensen has a cyborg body, so his cyborg body could actually outmaneuver anything that Dyne's got to throw at him. You know, meaning that Dyne would have to depend on grenades, because his gun arm would be good, even if, unless Dyne has special bullets that pierces through that kind of armor. You know, Dyne's going to have to upgrade his ammunition to blow up anything, or use the photon grenades he used against photon grenades he used against Barrett on Adam Jensen, because, you know, Adam Jensen's a cyborg. So I'd have to say, when it comes to physical strength, Adam Jensen will win because of his durability, you know. But then also the fact is that Dyne is insane, so Dyne pretty much has kind of the same attribute. The only thing is, one is one body can't physically feel pain because it's a metal body, and the other one can't feel physically pain because Dyne is too insane. Like, his brain can't register pain because of Dyne's insanity. So, they got that on each other, and but Adam still would win because he's physically stronger, because enough pain will make a crazy person fall to his knees. And if Dyne were to lose, Dyne does not take losing very well. Dyne will actually commit suicide in order to avoid losing, as you see when he lost against Barrett. So, it's gonna be really hard because they both got really strong bodies, strong attributes, and but I guess I'd have to say, biasly, Dyne will win this one because there's one attribute that Adam Jenson does not have that he has. Dyne could use magic because, anyone in Final Fantasy games can use magic. So that'd be the only one weakness. So if Dyne were to put in material to make himself learn lightning, it could be pretty bad, or lightning, or any advanced water or ice things. It could be bad and rust Jenson's metal body. It could really mess it up real bad. So thus, I'd have to say Dyne would win based off he got one thing. It was a really close draw, But if Jenson would have ended the battle before and took the battle seriously, he could have won against Dyne. But because Dyne is an opponent you have to take seriously. You have to take Dyne seriously because Dyne doesn't care. Dyne don't have sanity. He'll just straight up look at you and kill you. That's how Dyne is. So yeah. So I'd have to say, even though I think no matter what the outcome is, I think Dyne would still win because of the magic attribute would be his 1+ up from Adam Jenson. So I can't really call this a draw. I had to say it's Dyne. So may the crystal be with you. If you want to argue with me and disagree in the comments, let me know in the comments. I like to hear everyone's opinions. I'm not going to be closed-minded on this.
Yo, Percocet, yeah. Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the set, yeah. Gotta rep the set, gang, gang. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch, chase no bitch, man.